renowned entrepreneur. He started Cerebral Heights and merged it with Edge Makers. He is an alumni of IIM Lucknow, and Cerebral Heights is one of the largest educational brand in India, I must say, and the largest out of central India. Nurture Talent Academy is glad and honored to have Mr. Akash here as our guest, and we will love to hear from his experiences. We will have about 1 hour of the session today, and after every 15 minutes we will take a quick break for any question answers and discussions. Please feel free to type in your questions in the questions window, or you can speak your questions. There is a button uh, which is a hand icon. You can raise your hand and we will unmute you and you can speak your queries. Over to you, Akash. Welcome to this webinar, and we can start with your session.
Okay. Thank you, Amit. And good morning, everybody. Thank you for logging in at such an early hour on a Sunday. I do understand that it's a tough thing to do. Before I start, just a few confessions. This is my first such webinar, and so I have absolutely no experience of presenting on the web. So maybe Amit and others would help me if I'm going maybe too fast, too slow, if I'm doing something wrong, etc. Rather interesting topic given to me, and so I'll not waste much time, and I'll start with whatever I've prepared today, and let's see how it goes. As Amit said, maybe he'll keep a tab on the time as well, so that when breaks are there, he could probably make me recall. So here we go. Okay, so first thing that probably we should start with is the topic that was given to me. Yeah, it says branding in education, challenges that education sector faces in branding. Amit has given a fairly long introduction to me, so I'll probably keep it to my name. Akash Setia, CEO of CHEM Makers. Just one small little, addition to what Amit said. We're not yet India's biggest brand, but yes, we will want to probably pride ourselves on the fact that we are probably Central India is one of the leading brands. It's still not the biggest one, but then yeah, a leading brand, and we hope to become the biggest. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, my desktop is a little slow because of the maybe webinar probably. We're just waiting for the next slide. Okay. A quick run through my journey till now. I did my engineering way back in 1993 in electronics instrumentation, SGSITS Indore. Telco was the company that picked me up from the campus of SGSITS Indore. You know that company now as Tata Motors. I worked for them in Pune plant for 2 years, and I've had the privilege of working for production, for maintenance, for electronics design, and then for software, either way. So, it was a fairly good mix for 2 years, I must say, at the start. And then I moved to Lucknow, did my MBA from IIM Lucknow in marketing systems, but then did not really join the job that I was offered on the campus. I was supposed to fly off to US as a consultant, and well, since childhood, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So, well, a couple of my friends met me. All three of us decided that we'll be entrepreneurs. All three of us did, left whatever we were doing, came back to Indore, and started this company called Cerebral Heights. That's where the name CH comes from. We started as the name cerebral heights. Today it is called CHEM, which is CH Edge Makers. I'll tell you in the story what it is all about. Well, since then it has been a 15 years of roller coaster ride. Almost lots of successes, quite a few failures, but then overall a good journey. We have been basically in the business of education. Today we own two brands. CH Edge Makers is a coaching business, primarily into MBA entrance training, but then we are into MBA entrance training, campus recruitment, English, personality development, and very recently banking exams, etc. is also something that we have added. We also operate as in the formal education sector with the name of CH Institute of Management and Commerce. This is a 6-year-old institute. It is in its 6th year currently, and those are the two things, and both of them we operate out of Indore. A little bit on me. I read a lot. I'm a net buff, and that's why I actually took up this webinar, because it's something new. Love counseling, lots of training that I do, and that's what is my passion. Let's come to the session now. I want to break it into a few steps because we're discussing branding, and I'm not sure what my audience list is like. So what we'll do is we'll start with a little bit of branding, Jan, but let me assure you it's not going to be an I am grad kind of thing. Well, you see, I'll collect some things that I have done over the years on branding and probably present it as GAN. That's all. After that, we come to understanding the business of education the way I see it in India. Then we come to the core issue. What are the challenges in creating brands, especially in education, especially in India? And then we'll close down by the brand story of CH Edge Makers. So you could consider brand story of CH Edge Makers as the case study for today. Those 4 will probably complete my my entire presentation to you. And if people feel like answering, getting some queries to answer, we'll probably follow it with an open house.